So I've wanted to write a song about Riley Martin for a long time. I'm kind of intrigued by him. He's gone now, but his appearances on the Howard Stern show and his own show on Sirius XM I found really interesting. And, you know, I always felt like he was so committed to his story. You know, he told it as it was truth. And, you know, I'm an open-minded person, so I thought, you know, maybe what he's saying is truth. And so I thought, what if I wrote a song from the standpoint of what if Riley's right? So this is some of the working sessions to come up with that song.
Riley says the spaceships came to play. They poked him and they prodded him for 7 nights and days. They taught him all their languages and secrets. And Riley sold his symbols so that people could survive. He said that if you bought one, you would surely stay alive. When the mothership comes down, you'd have a ticket to get on board. And if you don't, you'll see the end of days for sure. Riley reeked of confidence, or maybe it was weak, demanding compensation so that he could meet his needs. Riley left us here on Earth December of 15. You loved him or you hated him, there was no in between. And they laughed at all his stories, and they laughed at Riley's stories, imaginary flights. And sometimes I just ask myself, what if Riley's right? What if Riley's right?
I've transcended your linear time. Unboxing Riley Martin. The universe is expanding. Robin Queefers. You're on the list of the unworthy. Unboxing Riley Martin. I am the omnipotent infinite. Unboxing Riley Martin. You are a mere human. The Teardorian Council will hear of this. Sirius XM cheapskates. Unboxing Riley Martin. Good evening, you cartoon pieces of shit. If you are done farting around with your stupid-ass dick jokes, can we use tonight to learn something about our fellow man and what is coming, you dumb sons of bitches? I swear to a non-existent Christ what I would do to you if you were three-dimensional.
Very violent. Why is he so violent?
The potty mouth on him.
Isn't he supposed to be, like, evolved or some shit? I don't know. Welcome to Unboxing Riley Martin, the show that unboxes Riley Martin. It's in the title, people. I mean, I really got to explain it. But with me always is the beautiful and sexy and Big Areola, Luigi Greenberg. Give it up.
Some call them baloney tits.
Nice.
I call him
I thought it was
backstage.
pepperoni.
I call him Cardiel because my God, those things, monsters. And with a little more tiny, more manageable areola is the one, the only DJ Electra.
Hello.
Okay, your shirt kind of looks like Areola's now that I'm looking at it. Actually, your head kind of looks like Areola's. Oh my God, it's a theme, people. But welcome to the show where we break down every single Riley Martin visit and call in order to the Howard Stern Show. Why would we do it out of order? That would make no sense. But here we are. We are now getting to the second Riley Martin Sirius XM show. They did a pilot. Everyone loved the pilot. It was I'd say a smash hit. That's not very smash hit. The pilot was. Everyone, more Riley, more Riley, more Riley. So we get more Riley tonight. And at the end, I think Luigi is he's been podcasting all day, but I still think he's going to lose his shit. And so literally and figuratively, he may be losing his shit at the end. So stick around for that. And if you're first time here, grab a subscription. It's free. It's just your thumb. Just wash it off. God knows what you're doing with it. But after that, hit the subscribe. And make sure you go to HackRideTheDemon.com for everything Hack Ride. We get a plug in here early for Hack Ride. We never really do. We never really do that.
That's true.
Yeah, so HackRideTheDemon.com. Make sure you go over there.
Or HackRideStudios.com.
Or
Either
Hack
one
Ride
works.
Studios. God damn it. HackRideStudios.com is the one. Or go to DJElectrify.com. Or go to LuigiGreenberg.com.
That's me.
That's him. That's all of us.
Look what we
Luigi.
got early.
Oh, hey, look
Oh,
at that.
Super Chat.
Joe Black for $1.99. 143. You're my. Oh, thank God that's his favorite. Oh, I thought that was going to end a whole different way, but you're my favorite. Actually, I think Luigi needs to read this. Yes, that's his. Yes, Richard, I think, is one of Luigi's favorite. Would you put him in the top 3, Luigi?
Yeah, I would.
Staff members.
At this point, I think I would probably take more enjoyment out of meeting Richard Christie than I would Howard Stern.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, no. Who would you rather meeting? Okay, but who would you rather have dinner with?
Richard?
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to vote Howard on that because you could talk about Richard and Sal. You could talk about all the characters, and then you could ask the questions we're dying to know. What happened? Like basically what happened. And then
why are you so terrible now?
Well, here's my thinking. Can we get
Why
into
do
this
you
for 30
suck?
seconds? I don't think he thinks he sucks, and I
No.
don't think he sucks in the sense where, like, sometimes bands evolve into something that is now no longer the thing that resembles the thing that you loved at all. It's gone. It's
fair.
rare. It's rare because most bands corn it. Like, I'm going to do that for 40 years and cash the checks, baby. Like if you get a winning formula, you don't really stray from it. But take a band like Radiohead, right? They had commercial success their whole career, but just like stylistically, they changed so much that some of the early fans were like, "Where's the live music? We don't like this electronic, right?" And so,
Yep.
who are we talking about again?
Bob Dylan.
Oh, Bob Dylan. Why did he change from folk? He was so good at folk. Yeah. Really ruined rock music for the next 30 years. No, but Howard Stern, I would love to know, like, I'm sure he thinks, no, this is an evolved version.
Yeah.
Right? But
I agree
would
with you.
I would love to know that move. Convince me. I'm convincible.
Why? Yeah.
I'm
Why
convincible.
the
Convince
change?
me why, like, the staff shit went away. Why the core got hollowed out, right? And we were left with this thing that was recognizable on the outside, but not on the inside. We sensed it was different, the old fans, and we weren't welcome anymore. That's weird to do to a fan base that still loves you and is talking about you as cartoons 20, 30 years later. So my answer, Richard.
Richard
No, I'm
Christie.
just kidding. No, I got you. I beat you by half a second.
Sal Governale. Beetlejuice.
No, Howard, of course. Howard, of course. Because I think you'd walk away with that meeting, whether you agreed with him or not, with an understanding. And that's all life is. You learn shit and you deal with it. or you don't learn shit and you don't deal with anything. It's pretty much the choice. So, anyway, how you guys doing tonight? Thanks for the super chats. You can go ahead and super
thank
chat.
you, Joe
or
Black.
Get a membership. We did a membership show last night, which was pretty fun. If you like giant peni and funny fake phone calls, Jonah Falcon. And by
I
the way,
believe DJ Electra was about to say, "I do." Was
No, I
that
was
what
going
you?
to say, I don't. I do not.
damn it, I stepped on it. God damn it. Sorry, sometimes I get in my own shit and I don't see the magic that's happening in front of me. So we listened to that, but I got to say that we have over 100 members, which is nice. Thank you guys for being members. But this one was like very high in the view count. So a lot of people liked this one. Good call, Luigi.
Thank you.
It was a good topic. I liked
Yeah,
it.
she liked it too. He's so nervous. And then you can see attributes in him and other whackpackers and other lolcows. It's really, we've sort of created like a lolcow autopsy here as like a side note to being unboxing people, because these people just happen to be like OG lolcows. And so we're sort of learning a secondary skill, a minor.
I'll try to think of more penis-based comedy.
Okay.
You don't got to think about it. It comes right to you.
Yeah,
Don't
I
even
got
gotta
10. I got 10. I can name you.
Comes right to your lips every time. All right, are we ready for a unboxing Riley Martin countdown recall cap? What is it called? Recall.
Hold on,
Are we ready?
let me wet my
Yes,
gullet. Hold on.
You're only allowed to do this if you've been podcasting for 3 hours today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Electra,
Yeah?
have you been podcasting at all today?
No. I've been
All right.
beating my
Luigi.
computer for 3 hours today.
Thank you for beating it into submission. Luigi, have you been podcasting at all today?
I might have been.
All right, looks like you're the winner. And let's burn your voice out some more. People, we're trying to burn him out. Let's burn him out, people. Here we go on Call Breakdown for last episode from Unboxing Riley Martin.
Recap of episode 11. Riley on Meet the Shrink. Dr. Leslie Armstrong got the full Riley pimp game. Did Riley speak with MLK? Still unsure. Riley is a cult leader.
Without cultists.
Always be symbolin ABS.
ABS.
Evil Dave Letterman prank call gold. Butt fucked by a Martian.
Should have been the coming of Tan. More people would have read it.
Riley super mad at Robin Demand's symbols back. Blue Iris on the Sibian that day.
That's right.
Howard and Robin both threw out symbols. Riley hates the rich. Two symbols really helps you escape Oath.
He did it, folks. Yes. We learned that Riley's a full-on capitalist, which was... and we learned it smelled a little weird in there after Blue Iris left. Just everyone was... If you're going to be honest about it, A little granny.
Did it smell like cunt?
A little grandma puss, yeah.
So wait, he got butt fucked by a Martian?
Gotta go back and watch the tape. You gotta go watch. Yes.
Dang.
I actually don't remember that either. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what that was referencing. I'm going to trust you.
The truth is, I don't remember either, but if I wrote it, it's there. It's on the chart. It's a very Ron Burgundy type of thing. Someone sneaks into my house and just writes random stuff. I would read it. Don't do that, anyone. So,
That's fair.
We got a new member. Germs Pyromobile just became a member. Welcome to the Whackpackers. I mean, the Hack Riders.
Welcome, fellow whackpacker. Wait a second. What? No.
Sorry, I
we are
didn't mean
not-
it like that.
We are not whackpackers because
The Jonah Falcons.
we're all packing normal meat, I think.
Thank
We're
you,
not-
Germs Pyromobile.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes. All right, folks. Let's get to the calls. We're 14 minutes in, and someone is going to be angry about that. And so let's. Not that we do what they want, but I like to keep it in the back of my mind, just in case I start to care one day. But do you guys have anything else to say while I'm resizing the screen?
Boobs.
Well, that was interesting. So, do you think the lawsuit will be filed? Do you 30 seconds go?
No.
All right, I'm done.
He doesn't
resizing.
have the money. He doesn't have
End
the
of
money.
conversation.
Yeah, I'm done resizing. All right, we're good to do this. That's all we needed. Just 3 seconds, and we'll get to the calls right here. The clips. God damn. And here we are, people, unboxing Riley Martin.
And we've got Howard 101 with some great personalities, like Bubba the Love Sponge and Pharrell.
Electrocute the puss.
Both guys, by the way. Yes, that
We're gonna
probably
shock the
deserves.
puss.
Yeah, we got to explain that to Electra. And then also,
I'll be honest, I don't think I ever knew exactly what it meant.
I put a shock collar in. Just imagination. Use your imagination.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Electra, shock collar in the.
Cooch.
Sounds like a great time.
Yeah. I mean, we can try anything once, you said, right?
I'll try anything 3 times.
Not that much different than a dick in the ear. All right, we are getting ahead of ourselves here. Let's put up the countdown, which means we don't talk for 25 seconds. Here we go.
Yeah, Bubba's been electrocuting the puss. I'm not kidding. Riley Martin called up. He doesn't, ask for tickets to the
Film festival?
Yeah, he just goes, send my tickets.
Oh, he just assumed.
Yeah, I think you'll like this. Listen to this.
This is Riley Martin, author of the book The Coming of Can. I want to leave a message for Robin. She knows that I love her, but I heard her say a disparaging remark for the second time about my symbols.
We heard this one before, and they realized they played this one, but I just left it in because it's fun.
There's no greater gift I could have given to her. Okay, she got a lot of money. The bitch didn't pay a dime for. Not one symbol that she got.
Robin is dying right now. I've never... You might hear Robin laugh on this show, but this is like where she's crying, dying, laughing.
I love, and I'm sure I said it before. I love when Riley says, author of The Coming of Can.
Yeah, that's
as
what
if
I'm
we
saying.
don't know, we don't recognize that voice. Guess who, motherfucker?
He's in his own private memento, where he's like, my name is Riley Martin. When I was 7 years old, I met the scree. We know you. Tell us about the piss jug. We've moved on the conversation.
She's sane.
Therefore, she wants to talk down on my symbols. I demand that she get the fuck out of the universal equation and send me my symbols back.
It was that turn of phrase right there where I'm like, oh, yeah, we heard this
I
before.
want them back because from this moment forth,
Like you have them.
until she cleans this shit up, it will no longer be viable for her.
Yeah, your symbols won't work to get you on the alien mothership when the world blows up.
Oh, that is the best.
And give everybody my love, man. Bye.
Carey, where's the one from Riley about how he demands his tickets?
Oh, I wish I had his symbols to give back to him.
That's Riley pissed at Robin. Where's... I think he gave me the wrong one.
It's on your page.
On my page, okay. Yeah, this is good. Here's Riley making his demands.
Hello, Gary. This is Riley Martin, author of the book The Coming of Can.
Wow.
Hey, big guy. Look, do me a favor, if you will, and send me 4 tickets to the Filmfest. And what have you.
And what have you. Look, big guy.
The film fest.
Send me 4 tickets to the film fest.
Get on it.
Right now, you're big guy.
And what have you. My pause button goes away. We got problems with the computer. Big...
Electra, look, Howard Stern is just like you.
Oh my God, we're twins.
It can happen to anyone.
Yeah, it totally can.
Hello.
See, don't get upset. Just yell out real loud, Baba Booey, get in here.
Baba Booey.
See if that works. Because that seemed to work for him.
Gary,
I gotta start
this
it all
is
over
Riley
again.
Martin. Look, the Film Fest. I understand that to the Film Fest and what have you. And also, I understand that in the future, I need a schedule for my program. Don't have me waiting over here, you understand, because the listening public is awaiting with bated breath my return.
Yeah.
Secondly, for instance, if one of your judges does not show up, I will reluctantly agree to do that because I'm a celluloid connoisseur.
What? There you go. That is the phrase that pays for the night. Celluloid connoisseur.
Very good.
Thank you.
You understand?
What does that even mean?
He's a fan of film, I think.
Oh, God, what a dickhead.
I think it's about the Filmfest. Being a judge on the panel for the Filmfest, I think.
You understand? With the exception of Robin, every time I think about you and your maniac crew, I throw up a little bit in my mouth and what have you. No.
I hope people have that reaction about us. That'd be a nice reaction to have. We cause instant vomiting.
Nonetheless,
can't drive when we're on. That'd be nice.
Be that as it may, I would be glad to sit in as a judge on this maniacal film fest and what have you. So I need 4 tickets. I need a schedule for my show. The public awaits. Take care. Give everybody my very best wishes. This is Riley Martin. Over and out.
This is Riley Martin. How do you end a call like that? I got to hear that again. Hold on.
Show. The public awaits. Take care. Give everybody my very best wishes. This is Riley Martin. Over and out.
Over and out.
He is amazing.
And what have you? Look, Gary, you tell Robbie. Hey, Gary, though, aren't we having a red carpet? Shouldn't guys like Riley Martin be on the red carpet?
You know,
where is Doug?
I discussed this with Doug yesterday. He gave me sort of a non-answer, and I said, you got to have this conversation with Howard, because that was the conversation about Gary the retard. He goes, well, Gary the retard is invited. And I was like, well, Gary the retard doesn't...
Gary the retard doesn't have any money to get here.
Exactly. And he goes, I said, you got to have this discussion with Howard. So I think Doug's sick of talking about this, but you got to come in and... Because I don't know where we're at.
These are our superstars.
Well, yeah, Riley's got to walk.
I want to hear who's walking the red... You're having a red carpet?
And then they go into the red carpet conversation. But that was some voicemail. Fun.
It's just funny. These are our superstars. Just think about the fact that you're trying to just show a level of luxury to people like High Pitch Eric and Beetlejuice.
I love that they just sent an invite to Gary the retard.
Yes.
Like, did he eat it? I mean, did he know what to do with it?
No, on the red carpet, Gary. Red!
Yeah.
Red!
Fucking Baba Booey. Yeah, Boff, I sent him an invite. How's he going to get here, Gary? I didn't think about that, Boff. Oh, Gary is great. But anyway, on this voicemail, Riley always introduces himself the same way, and it's fucking fascinating. I love it. It's ritualistic, really. I feel like I'm in some sort of cult when he does it. Oh, this is Riley Martin, the author of The Coming of Tan. Yes, number 1, Howard. And there's always a list. I love it. Anyway, Celluloid Connoisseur. Look for my new band named Celluloid Connoisseur coming out this fall.
I'm a silicone connoisseur. Hey-o!
Yeah. Riley should be on the... I like saying it. It's okay. Riley should be on the carpet for the Film Fest because he's a VIP. That is absolutely true. All right, let's get to... Riley does show number 2 on the Sirius XM dial. And then,
Hold on. Before you play it,
mm-hmm.
I feel like we need to make it a game as to like how many episodes of his show does it take for him to be pissing himself drunk.
Oh, that's good. That is. I would. I don't know.
I think 5. I think that's the number 5.
I don't think it's gonna take much. I think the success is gonna. It's a very much a. History doesn't repeat, but it goddamn rhymes. Because it's a very much a karmic situation, right? Where alcohol wasn't involved, and then it becomes involved, and then it's much more entertaining.
When was it not
it's
involved?
already gone to his head. He already thinks, he's got a big head now.
There was a moment where alcohol was not involved with Karmic.
Yeah, well, no, as lore goes, I don't know much about the guy other than he's seems like an amazing song maker and an amazing online talent. Go follow his channel. I don't fuck with anyone.
I don't know.
I guarantee Electra likes him.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Never mind.
All
right, let's listen to Howard dissecting. God damn, I left voicemail fun up there. But this is Howard dissecting the episode, number 2.
Listen to Riley Martin show. Let's listen to somebody normal. Riley Martin had his second show here on 101 last night.
Pay to know who they were talking about right before this. It wasn't there.
He must be so excited.
Yeah, tonight on 101, you've got the sex connection with Dr. Sidraka. And I wish I knew the other doctor's name. There's a dude that works with
There's
her.
2 doctors sitting in to help you.
And the guy's real good. But here's Riley. Here he is commenting on different species, whatever that means.
Hello, Bill.
Hey, Riley, how are you doing?
Cool. How you been?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Cool. Could you listen to this guy all day?
You know, I love his fake lightheartedness.
Yeah. He's all angry. I know, practically homeless.
Cool, man. Yeah.
How you been?
Have you bought my symbols?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Could you tell us a little bit about the screed and some of the other life forms that they told you about?
Sure. Well, actually, I have visually witnessed in the physical 7 different life forms in
the physical.
Sure.
Surely.
Look, man. You know, I have witnessed.
That might be the most crazy thing Riley has ever said. I have heard in the ears. I mean, I've witnessed in the physical. How else would you? Well, I guess you could watch it on TV.
He tries so hard to just throw a big word in there.
Yep.
Well, it's making something mundane seem prestigious. Yeah, that one is amazing because he basically I saw something.
In the physical realm, on the 3rd dimension.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
Look, man. You know, I have witnessed 7 different life forms in the physical.
In the physical.
Intelligent life forms aboard this great mothership, which is about 40 kilometers across, 28 miles across. The mothership looks like a big Tiffany egg. Now, they are the Biavians, the ones I had described.
Hold on, real quick. Is he talking this fast, or are they playing that fast?
He's talking
any idea?
this fast, I believe.
Okay,
I don't think they're speeding up the tape. They didn't usually speed up the tape, especially on the second episode of this thing. They're going to listen to it in detail.
Is he going back to jail?
Oh, for the cocaine?
Yeah,
for the cocaine?
cocaine?
Gotcha.
That's a good one. Yes, he is sped up. I think it's like this. If I can talk bullshit fast enough where they can't latch on to the last idea before I shove another one down, then you got to take them all in. You know,
you're not far off. That's what psychics do, and that's what a lot of con men do. Is whenever you're delivering some kind of message, you got to confuse it up a little bit so that they start asking questions.
You got to hit them with that. Oh, it begins with a C, right? C, right? I mean D, right? Like F, right?
Yeah.
R, right? C, right? Like you got to just keep going and pepper them. You got to pepper them.
And there are the Stygians, which are tall.
I think you just made that one up right there. Right on the spot. Stygian. There we go. Yeah.
And bony and with leathery skin. Then the Niptonians.
Niptonians? Bitch, please.
Nips. Niptonian. Wow.
Then there's the Vulvarians and the Clitorians.
This reminds me when they had this thing at our grade school where we had to walk around to our neighborhood and sell these goddamn magazines. And I'm like, fuck this. I just made up a bunch of names and a bunch of fake orders. And one of the names that busted me was Smokey Harold. And they're like, no, that guy doesn't exist. And I'm like, what do you mean? I just went over to Smokey's house over there and he bought some magazines from me.
I did something very similar. And the name that I got busted on was Lumpy Butter Nuggets.
Nice. A little easier, I think, than mine was. But anyway, I sold like $1,000 worth of fake magazines, and you won a 6-pack of Coke that they kept at the school for you that you could have at lunch.
Did you get it?
They
Even
really-
though you didn't
it was
turn in the money for these fake
child-
magazine orders?
Child labor. Well, that was up to the people that fake ordered it. I just turned in the slips.
It's their responsibility.
Yeah, they don't give kids money. Are you crazy, Alexa? Come on. Anyway, back to the
who are
They gave
water
us checks.
people.
We used to
They
get
give
the
you-
money.
Really? Wow.
I didn't. Since I didn't see any of my neighbors, I said no.
I'm
They're
ancient.
gonna
Oh my
they're gonna
God.
mail in the check. There was a mail in the check option. That's always I go. No, they're gonna mail it in. They're gonna mail it in. Just.
You got a 6-pack of Coca-Cola.
But did I drink that Coca-Cola? Yes. And were they going to take it away from me for my lies? No, because I spit in every one of them. Like, why are all 6 open? Because I spit in every one. Ha ha. Yeah. I got you. All right.
And then there is a group called the Dorians who are obviously Caucasian.
He
You
looked
see
at
what
the
I
door
mean?
when he said
In
that.
the sense that
You see what I mean?
No.
The
What does that
Wallians.
mean?
Ceiling in?
The lamp stations.
The Ankylonians that are connected to the Thibonians.
The Foreskinarians. My favorite band from the 80s, the Foreskinarians.
Oh, it means great radio.
Then there are the Bubians, who is tall and lanky.
Like, why would a race of aliens only have one size? Like, we have fat people, we have tall people, we have short people. Why would they all be the
They're
same?
all the same because they're so intelligent.
Well, Star Trek answers that. Do you watch Star Trek, Luigi?
I do not.
In Star Trek The Next Generation, there's an episode where the Romulans, the Klingons, humans, and believe the Cardassians, they're all chasing like this DNA strand, this perfect DNA strand. They think it's going to be a weapon. And then they get to a planet and they put it together accidentally. And it's an alien lady who goes, we were you, and we littered the galaxy with our DNA so you could be like us. That's how they explained how they only had to spend a few bucks on nose prosthetics on each episode to like make a whole new species. Anyway, moving on. Not a nerd. Just saying.
Huh? What?
I can curl like 60 pounds.
I totally followed that.
I can curl like 50 pounds. I'm not a nerd. Back to the go.
The Clitorians.
I guess all aliens are more like animals. Like, you know how like
Then
all
there
lions
are-
are the same?
Right. The water people.
Yes, they're the water people like Aquaman, similar to Aquaman when he... you remember Aquaman versus the Flash, so to speak.
they are blonde and tall and what have you, and they look a lot alike.
They kind of look like what Hitler was going for with the master race here.
So to speak. The next group would be the Screed.
You got the Carmen Electras. There are a whole planet of women that look like...
The Carmen Electras. Hey, Electra. He said your name.
yeah, Carmen Electras.
Hey, Carmen Electra.
The Hamburgarians and French Fratonians.
The Papa Electricons.
Ah, hey, I like that. That's got a ring to it.
Then you got the Screed.
The all and what have you, and they look a lot alike, so to speak. The next group would be the Screed.
The next group would be the Screed.
Sounds very much like the Breen from Star Trek to me.
He's great. He is really good.
Then you got the booger people. They're piles of snot that came to life. The snot people, the booger people they call them.
You know what they say about the booger people, right?
I do not.
It's not people.
The Granola Bartonians.
Star Trek episode. It's like being a scientist.
The athlete Footatonian.
Well,
it's that bar
He starts just reaching to the worst
scene in Star Wars.
Diabetosians.
The gonorrheations.
Yeah.
Hey man, did you ever see the bar scene in Star Wars? You know that crazy looking motherfucker?
Well, let's go to the Toxicians. The Toxicians are obviously reptilian. Smart
Obviously.
As compared to the Vaginosians.
Swear to God, if you were going to ask I was gonna say, you know, it's an obvious.
Given long enough on the scale of time, on any given planetary body, anything can become smart, man. You know, and these Tarxicians are not very nice. I don't get a good impression of them.
Much like on Star Trek, the Klingons, direct descendants of
the sixth is called the screed. Now, these are, for want of a better word, smart bugs. They look something like a crossbreed between a grasshopper, a locust, and a praying mantis, so to speak, and they're about 5 feet in height. But they have a high level of technology. Actually,
I'm actually kind of proud of Riley
the
that he hasn't
screed have a type of technology
comparison yet.
that the
Now, look here, man. You got to believe this.
Alcohol really changes things, I think. You know what I'm saying?
It's all
I don't have so much time. A tiny...
We're running out of time.
We're running... They're tiny invisible people, you see. You're surrounded by them, but you just can't see them.
No, he's saying these big 5-foot bugs that we are not noticing.
I'm talking about the Labubians.
The Audians have not...
The screed.
Screed crossbreed.
Are duplicated in the sense that they do not use wires, conduits, plugs, the moving parts, and things like this. What they have done is...
What a perfect time for things of this nature. You really let me down there, Riley. Things like this. How mundane.
Been able to seed hot metals or hot particles into the actual fabric of the ship. And it adds up into a certain electronic quotient. And then, using through a neurological type factor, they are able to make the ship go up, down, across the vastness of space. I am still studying the screed technology.
And what's he going to do with it? All this technology he studied, we've benefited not at all.
Yeah, he hasn't invented one thing.
Figure out something to put in the ladies' drinks.
That's a great question. I'm studying.
He's going to figure out how to get out of this van. That's
the mammarians and the aerolites.
One day I'll stop this never-ending tour of living, middle-aged white women's living rooms.
Studying. He hasn't read a book since he was a kid.
Based on all this technology.
I want to know how the screed are so technically advanced.
Hey, by the way, I got to digress.
I must digress.
Yeah, Karmic, you didn't invent digressing, but it's a pretty good callback. The digression, being a digressor.
You know how? Yeah, John, what's up?
Yo, Howard.
Hey.
Hey, man, I've been with you since '95, loving every single minute of it.
Nice.
But the thing of it is I keep missing the Riley Martin show. And I keep remembering back maybe a few weeks ago when Artie said about the Who Gives a Shit channel. Let's give these assholes, not assholes maybe, but, Eric the Midget and Riley and all these goofballs is a better word. Let's put them on a Who Gives a Shit channel. It'd be the best thing in the world.
Yeah, I could develop a whole Who Gives a Shit channel for Sirius. I do have a third option on a channel.
That is a funny title for a station that Riley would be on.
Listening to Who Gives a Shit channel.
I give a shit about Riley. That's the problem.
If Howard had any sense of humor, he would start a third channel and put his current show on it.
I'm thinking about making a YouTube channel called Who Gives a Shit channel.
Yeah. How is that not out there already?
No, you don't.
I think he's too good for that channel.
You don't give a shit about what he's saying.
The screed and their technical advances.
I wonder if there are people, there's got to be people who actually believe what he's saying.
Sure.
I mean, like, this was like Ron Hubbard, how he started Scientology. He wrote a book like this.
It's no less crazy.
Riley's just not good at selling it.
I'm going to say it's better.
What do you mean? Because it is quite fascinating, really. Now, the seventh life form, it is now, for the life of me, they told me the name of this thing, but I cannot repronounce the name. It looks like half of a...
Repronounce. I cannot repronounce the name. I cannot pronounce the name?
Right, that was what
Baba Butoshians.
Riley is promoting that word.
Or I can't reproduce the name?
Yeah.
Test tube turned upside down with a metal body on it, bottom, so to speak. and they levitate about the place and, of course, use robotics for all of their wants and things of this nature. I understand that that particular species is very powerful and very ancient, though I...
All right, we got another one, folks. Who the fuck says ancient like that?
Very ancient.
It's like ancient is in there.
Ancient.
Ancient.
I love that.
Yeah.
Though I've not had the pleasure of conversing with them on a telepathic level. Now, the Beovians are strict.
He's great.
Ancient.
It's endless bullshit.
Yeah. What a waste of time. It's great. Really is great.
The
He has not had the opportunity to telepathically
Communicate with them.
Ancient.
This is a very, very advanced society.
They are very powerful.
About 5 feet in stature.
And use robotics for
All of their wants.
All of their wants of this nature.
Combination between a praying mantis.
He's as wacky as Mariah Carey. If you go, Mariah Carey used to leave these whacked out website messages when she was having that nervous breakdown thing or whatever the fuck she was having.
Hello, lambs.
Yeah, and now she's back. Then they stopped her from giving them for a while because it was getting too kooky.
And remember, she said, "I'm under attack. This could be my last message."
Wait. What? I'm sorry. I think I missed something. Stopped her from doing what?
She talking to her people online that she called her little lambs. Basically, she was Britney Spearsing, like dancing around with knives, but not as bad. And people were getting concerned about what she was saying, and they kind of PR'd and pulled her back.
Now she's back to giving the messages again.
Oh, yeah?
And they're so condescending and disgusting. I mean, they make you hate her.
Let me hear.
Yeah, she's a lot like Riley.
Yeah, I'm just calling.
By the way, do you hear that little noise she does
That
at the beginning?
squeak?
She starts every call with a squeak and then ends the call with a squeak.
Electra, I demand that every time I talk to you every day, you begin our conversations with a squeak, and then you end our conversations for that day with a squeak.
A squeak? Like,
yes, that works.
I can't even do a squeak. I don't even know how to do it.
Well,
like this.
Oh, perfect. That's how Luigi squeaks.
You have some time to learn, but until then, let's listen to Mariah.
Attack. This could be my last message.
Yeah, now she's back to giving the messages again.
Oh, yeah?
And they're so condescending and disgusting. I mean, they make you hate her.
Let me hear.
You gotta listen real high. It's a real high squeak, but this is what I want every time before we
Yeah, she's a lot like Riley.
Yeah, I'm just calling.
By the way, do you hear that little noise she does
That
at the beginning?
squeak?
She starts every call with a squeak and then ends the call with a squeak.
Oh,
It's
boy.
your mission.
And now she's on
That's
a roll
her
again.
voice?
Career.
Yeah. She likes to do that mini Riverton sort of, I could break a glass with my voice thing. You see.
Wise, so she's full of herself again. And she has to let her fans know how much she appreciates them. It's sickening. All right, listen to the squeak.
Yeah, I'm just calling, checking in. Man, I'm just watching everything that you guys are doing and just looking at the video, just really with the nice number 1 on TRL. And I had to say, even though I'm by myself tonight, I don't have the nice cheerleaders with me, but I'm just sitting here reflecting and thinking about, just everything, and I had to leave you a nice message to let you know that I do not take you for granted, and that I'm so thankful. Really, I'm just looking at this wow, they are really doing it with the nice video, and I don't know, I really appreciate you guys, and yeah, I don't even really know how to express it except to say thank you for everything as always, and just an extra special thank you because you are the absolute best in the whole world, and I love you, appreciate you, and enjoy you.
That's her line. I love you, appreciate you, and enjoy you.
I need that line at the end of the day from both of you. Luigi, write that one down.
Yeah.
That's one of her catchphrases. I got a whole book on all of her catchphrases. I'm studying
Yeah,
it.
smoke alarm.
I normally would. Yes, I normally would have cut that out, but I just found that so fascinating.
Like Klingon.
So you will know Mariah speak.
Yeah, Mariah speak.
And yeah, let's just keep it going and just know that no matter what, I always, always, always thank you and appreciate you and love you from the bottom of my heart. All right, talk to you soon.
Here it comes.
Oh, you want to strangle her?
God!
And everything's in 3.
I think Cardi B does that thing. Before, yeah.
What a fucking
like that.
boner killer.
That thing you're feeling, everyone, is a douche. That's a douche chill. That's it makes you get, it fucks with the nervous system a little bit, and I want that in the morning. So, Electra, please, either you can go or you can go. Either one is acceptable. Thank you.
Okay.
Please. Always, always, always.
Don't ever do that.
You think she's OCD?
Yeah.
I'm going to call you every morning, Luigi, and do that.
I don't know if you should have said that. People, you heard him. You heard him. How do we get voice messages to you, Luigi, on air to your show?
I know it. I can hear it. Always, always, always appreciate you.
Shut up.
Yeah, just shut up.
Yes, thank
because
you.
I'm a
Artie.
retard.
She's watching TRL.
Yeah, and thanking her fans for making her video number 1. Like, you know what? Where were your fans when your albums were tanking?
Yeah, you were doing all those messages and they weren't responding. I think she actually quit making the messages because she realized nobody was listening but us.
Hey, now, whose messages are goofier? Mariah Carey or Riley Martin?
I think Mariah. That's right.
Also, you had to hear that to answer that question.
Highly beat.
Telepaths. That is, they cannot articulate. They can't talk, say hello, how you doing? They talk only with their minds. And most humans are quite capable of telepathic communication with the Biavians, though we cannot easily do it with one another and what have you. You see what I mean?
Not easily do it.
So many I think they're called adjoiners. Adjoiners, is that what they're called? Like phrases attached to the end of sentences that mean nothing. And he just did it twice. He's like, you see what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. You get my drift. Like
It's like a nervous tick.
Yeah.
What have you?
That's some show
Rejoiners.
we put on last night.
I think it's great.
But if we continue to survive, ultimately, we'll get there. We will get there because we have the seed or the qualities within us to be able to do it.
I do want to mention, before the show is over, that there are the Carasians.
The clitorians.
The clitorians. They are tall in stature and very large foreheads, and they are the enemy of the dolphins.
Clitorians are more of a rumor. Really hard to find. No one's seen them. Hell.
They're hooded.
Well, some are hooded.
Their planet has dolphins.
If they exist at all, I mean, it could be a rumor.
More of a myth.
In the ocean.
It's like hunting space snipe. Clitoris is like space snipe. Thank you.
Like the ice. And Tyra Banks is their leader.
You want to hear Riley talk about overpopulation, or you want me to move on?
I like Riley. I could listen to him all day.
Brian.
Yes, Riley.
Hey, how are you?
Just fine. How are you doing?
Hey, how are you? He sounds like he has to take a dump.
Hey.
I love Riley.
I've got to take a bahuvia.
That eventually turns into one syllable, or like one word. Oh, yeah.
That is true.
From Riley?
Yes.
Enjoy the understanding while you can, Electra.
Dump.
Great, man.
Great.
Do you think more than 3 people were listening to this last night? Like, I mean, how many people
But how could you not listen if you tuned in? You get caught up, I think.
People are calling.
Great show.
Hey, thanks.
Hey, I had a couple different questions. How big is their planet, and do they have a trouble with overpopulation? And if not, how do they control that?
Well, actually, their planet, if you walked around the equator...
Good question. Riley must be in all his glory. People are taking him seriously.
Yeah.
Or at least, I mean, they're goofing on him, but he doesn't know it at least.
Right.
Earth, and came back here, you actually...
I missed the answer.
Overpopulation, and if not, how do they control that?
Well, actually, their planet, if you walked around the equator of Earth and came back here, you'd probably walk about 24,000 miles. If you walked around the equator of BRV, you would...
A little fact check for us there, Electric. Could you see if 24,000 checks out?
Probably cover about 20,000 miles.
So they're a little smaller than us, I guess.
Losers. You're fucking loser. Beovians don't even have a planet that's big.
Just a little.
Yeah, look, man, equatorially, yeah.
He's actually right.
He got it. Well, of course he's right because
24.9.
Yeah, he's like, let me learn this stupid number. Then when they Google it, they're like, oh, he got it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What
Whatever.
a
It's the Big
bastard.
12. It's just tiny. No one cares. You're insignificant, Biavia. You're the Big 12 of the universe. We're Big 10 over here. Big 10 country.
Used to measure that way, sure, but their planet is a little bit denser, like my head.
Consequently, the smallness of it and the two moons makes the gravitational pull less than it is here on Earth. Now, the population...
Let's just isolate that when he goes.
No.
Getting back to the other important shit.
No.
I gotta hear that again. That was a good one.
Now, the population... less than it is here on Earth. Now, the population of Red China has now more or less been controlled because they only allow, I think, 2 children to a couple. You see what I mean?
And they
drown the female.
You see what I mean?
Now, on their planet, dancing is very popular because of the lesser gravitational pull. You see, they don't have Dancing with the Stars. They have Dancing with the Two Moons. You see, their form of entertainment is television. But with the Two Moons, they love to dance.
And so it's not inconceivable that since they more or less grow the babies in a lab anyway, they can control that. So they
grow their babies in a lab.
It is funny because if you did like a radio check with Riley, or an air check they used to call them in radio, where you would sit with your producer and he'd be like, you say too much right there. You got to stop saying you don't hit the post fast enough. You know, like you just go through and make a checklist of your errors and faults. Like Riley's would be like a fault in regular radio, but it's magic on Stern.
It's what the crowd wants to hear.
Right. And so that's why Howard always said, like, my dad said, don't get comfortable in radio no matter how good you are, because some fucking what are they called? The sweepers, custodian will walk in off the street with like this kind of voice and just take your job. And he was so right. Like you could do all the training in the world on this stuff. It's all personality based. If you got it, you got it. You know. And you're drawn to certain people.
Did you do radio?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I was a huge fan of radio. I had a lot of friends that worked in radio, and I'd always.
Are you Opie Hughes?
You can go to hell now. And, guys, say goodbye to Luigi Greenberg. He's done with unboxing forever because we joke around here. That's gone one too far.
That crosses a line.
It does cross the line. How dare you? He's much funnier. There you go. See what I did there? He couldn't do that.
Anyway.
Look, man, they have 10,000 cable channels, man.
They're not worried with overpopulation as we are on this planet. It is due to the factors of religious dogma and things of this nature and sociological rules that's from all over the world.
We cannot even comprehend their TV guide. Their TV guide with over 10,000 channels, man. Can you imagine the confusion in this society?
One day his whole show's just going to be.
It really is nothing. He's saying nothing.
Nothing.
As to why someone can go and tell the general population that.
It's like an episode of Star Trek. You watch it and you realize you just wasted an hour.
Yeah.
You know, nothing really happened.
Hey, you're going to hell if you, use contraceptives or family planning and things of this nature. So we are breeding.
Okay. I thought I had this memory, so I did some deep researching. because my Star Trek Deep Space Nine memory isn't as good. But they had in an episode called, what the fuck was Sanctuary, Deep Space Nine, there was all these refugees looking for a new planet that come through the wormhole. Well, what do you think their name was?
The bugger people?
Screen.
Like Screet.
Well,
The Fig Newtonians?
Like Screed. He literally jacks like so much of his stuff from Star Trek. It's crazy.
Ourselves out of food here on the planet. We're not getting killed off fast enough.
Two words you like to nature and stature.
By the way, the Screen were sent away, if I remember the episode right. They were going to try to find a home on Bajor. There was 3 million of them. But no one wanted them because they stunk a little and they had weird dots on their head that looked like acne. And so Bajor was like, ew, gross. No, we don't want anything to do with you. And then they sent him away. And then the last thing the lady says is like, we're great farmers and your land is barren and dry. We could have been great partners. And the guy just looks at her face and he's like, no, see you later. Like, wow.
Great story.
We get past,
Bye.
In 2500, I thought we're past it, but apparently not. We're still judging each other on how we smell.
The Piss Jugonians.
5 foot in stature and things of this nature.
Or you would like, Beuvia. Come and, entertainers are held in very high regard.
Be are they?
Be are they a society has over 10,000 cable channels, man. And one of them plays the 70s sitcom Good Times over and over and over again, you see.
Howard's ahead of his time. He's talking about Pluto. Oh my God, it's the greatest thing ever. You could just watch 70s and 80s sitcoms all day long. Or Star Trek.
Jay is a god to these people because, you know, they have to fill up these channels. Man.
Esther Roll can't walk down the street without being mobbed.
That would be funny. They came to Earth to get our program.
Yeah, JJ. JJ.
I would love to hear Riley say Dynamite. Oh, there you go.
Oh, he just did it.
Slogan.
Oh, that was weird.
Bahoo.
That was weird timing.
That was.
Red Rooster would like to comment here. Remember, though, Bajor just got done with a war. No, Bajor just got done with an occupation. Thank you. It was not a war. They were occupied by the Cardassians. They tried to make it, like Star Trek wanted to make it super gritty, and so they literally started like with like the Nazis leaving Europe. And the Americans coming in after.
So you guys are fighting over who's a bigger Star Trek nerd right now?
I don't know. I need to watch Deep Space Nine again.
My vagina dried up.
I know, right?
Fuck you both.
Movie and government.
All right, that's a call summary for the Booger people and them being very bored of my Star Trek. All right, Riley described all the different species we learned so much, but yet nothing at all. Big mothership, 28 miles across. The Booger people. Riley is a sci-fi BS thesaurus. Riley digressed, walked, so Karmic can digress, run. Heyo. Mariah speak. Mariah Carey speak. I forgot the H. God damn it. And clitorians. I forgot the I. Biavia, a little smaller than Earth. You nerds. You're not even a real planet. Fucking Big 12. It's a Big 12 planet. I honestly, it's almost a Pac 8 planet, but don't tell anyone. And also Dancing with Two Moons, and those. That was the breakdown of the second episode of Riley Martin's show on SiriusXM. All right, are we ready for some more clips of Riley Martin? But before we do, make this opportunity to go over there and hit the subscribe button. And let's everyone hit the like button. Why don't we all do that? That's the bell to hit the like button.
Like the hit button.
That means it's time to undo the pants and thrust your genitals into that like button as hard as you can.
Done.
Thank you.
Queefistorians.
We decided last night we are gonna create a new show called Queef Box, starring Electra.
I thought Queefcast would be also sounded pretty good.
No, I think because there's already. Why do women want to have a cast at their show?
I don't. I just heard somebody else has them, so I was like,
it's a queef box.
Cast.
And that's what it is. Because you're always wondering, did she queef into a box? Is it a box of assorted queefs? Like there's a little intrigue there.
The people want to know.
Yeah. And then we have our first game in the show. Fart or queef? Fart or queef? That's a queef.
I would not know.
If queef sounded like honks.
Oh, we'd have so much fun. It'd be amazing. All right, let's get back to I'd say a call. We don't do a call on this one. There's no call. This is just Howard breaking down some more clips.
Fred and I were trying to figure out where Riley's accent comes from.
Yes, and what did you come up with?
Nothing.
Mars.
I was thinking deep south, and Fred was going, no, I don't know.
Look, man. You clowns are out there making jokes about something real serious. And, I don't like Robin because, you're going to make fun of my drawings. Look, man, I want that back.
Symbols. That's my architecture.
You're making fun of my architecture.
Yeah.
Look, man, these are my symbols, okay, man? And if you don't like them, I want them back, man.
That's your ticket to infinity.
Yeah. You done burn your ticket. You want your ticket for the bus.
I love nasty cock.
Oh.
Howard, I just quit my radio job. It was my last show tonight, and I just got a job at Red Lobster, so I feel pretty good about everything.
Yeah, what was that guy? He's going to deliver pizza?
Here's Riley Martin. If he was to move his bowels.
All right.
On the air.
All right. Here we so Luigi, calm down.
1 sec. I can set this up for you very nicely.
It's the same material.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right.
Yes, Riley.
Hey, how are you?
Just fine. How are you doing?
Great, man.
Great show. Great show.
Hey, thanks.
Hey, I had a couple different questions. How big is their planet, and do they have a trouble with overpopulation? And if not, how do they control that?
Well, actually, their planet, if you walked around the equator of Earth and came back here, you'd probably walk about 24,000 miles. If you walked around the equator of BRV, you would probably...
They used to play things multiple times on Stern. So
okay.
Will cover about 20,000 miles.
BRV. Look, man. Look, I ain't have time for no jokes.
So it's almost the same size as Earth?
You bring up a kind of good point, Electra. This was hard for me when I was deciding on all these unboxing shows. Do I play the repeat ones when they have new commentary on it? Or laugh in it, and stop in different points? And I'm like, hell yeah, because that was the whole point of the Stern show, was sometimes they'd listen to things 5 times, and by the 5th time, they'd hit the gold. Right. And that would last forever. And if you didn't hear the first 4, it kind of didn't make sense. So yeah, every once in a while, we hear a repeat.
That's what I'm trying to say, man. Look,
Why didn't you just say that? It's almost the same size as Earth.
Look, man. Look, Robin. You do what you want, man. All right, I don't tell you what to say. What I'm trying to point out is the equatorial disposition of the planet of Beyonce.
Now, when you circumnavigate the globe.
Consequently, the smallness of...
This is one brother with a good gift of gab.
Yeah, consequently.
Look, I could say words like equatorial or BRV or consequently. But look, look, man, just because you boobs don't know your vocabulary, man, that's none of my concern.
Your vocabulary and things of this nature.
And the 2 moons makes the gravitational pull less than it is here on Earth. Now,
See how it gets more exaggerated and the farts come in? Like, you can't cut this part out.
The now is a great segue.
Oh, yeah.
2 moons reduces the gravitational pull?
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, exactly.
you could fly like Superman.
I was going to say, do they just hop around instead of driving cars?
Well, you're making jokes, woman. Look here, Robin. That's what I'm talking about. Talking about your salvation, sister.
The population of Red China has now more or less been controlled because they only allow, I think, 2 children to a couple. You see what I mean?
You see what I mean?
Yeah, but what about Biave?
Biave.
Man, he is armed with the bullshit.
Oh, yeah, you can't argue with this cat.
He's got,
not the charmer.
He'd be the kingpin in the mental institution.
What is going on?
Yeah.
No.
What is this? Electro? That's you, isn't it?
What's happening?
That's supposed to be like an ack, but it scared the shit out of me.
Sorry.
What happened?
The fart attack.
Not the charmer. Now that was a freshly.
I don't approve of it. I don't.
That was the debut of the fart mic.
Yes, it was.
How dare you?
You see.
I'll be holding a lecture in my bedroom at the mental institution today at 6 o'clock.
Like he's elucidated a very deep point. You see.
Yeah, you see.
Surrounded by children.
It's not inconceivable that since they more or less...
Let's get ready to
I love a nasty cock.
Oh, yeah.
Look, honey, if it's nasty cock you love, there's plenty here.
Oh, yeah.
Look, man. Look.
It's like a song. There's no lyrics. It was just all music.
Someone of my stature.
You clowns can make fun of me all you want, but I'm trying to get out some real information right now.
And the thing you really need to know is my cock is not nasty.
Throw the babies in a lab anyway. They can control that, so they're not worried with overpopulation as we are on this.
You
want to see a nasty cock? That made no sense at all. He was talking about China, and then he said, and they have the Biavians have no problem with overpopulation.
Yeah, because, look, man.
What's the correlation?
Because they limit their population. They make their babies in a test tube.
You see.
Are you saying something he said that makes sense?
No, in his Riley speak, it does. He's saying that what they've done is because they use artificial insemination, they're able to limit the amount of babies you can have.
But why bring in China at all?
Look, man. You're not following it. You're not following the discourse.
You're confusing me with your bullshit.
My bullshit's well thought out. I've been spending years thinking this bullshit up. Biave, the Chinese people speak Spanish. It's a whole different system.
Red China. Because of religious dogma and things of this nature and sociological rules that's from all over the world as to why someone can go and tell the general population that, hey, you're going to hell if you use contraceptives or family planning and things of this nature. So we are...
Nature. I could smell the things of this nature coming there.
Nature.
Breeding ourselves out of food here on the planet. We're not getting killed off fast enough.
Whenever he starts listing stuff, you can see things of this nature coming up.
Yeah, things of this nature.
You know, you sound like the Screed, which have a lot of gray hair.
Don't start that again.
I forget. Dude, I could not stop doing that yesterday. All in my shower, the Screed.
Look, man. Look, man. Look, you guys up to nonsense.
You know, I was listening to the replay, and you have that segue he does down where he goes, look, man. Or he gets annoyed.
Look, man. you guys, you know,
In the throes of the bit, like Robin would say something insulting to Riley, and you would go, "Look, man."
Look, man, you guys want to be up to nonsense, man. That's okay.
You boobs.
But I got a more important agenda. Look, man.
Might be Howard's best impression ever.
And it seems like he's really just reveling in it. Like he can't stop himself.
Give me a better one that he did. Give me I'm putting this on the table as the leader. Put something up against it that you think can beat it.
It's crazy.
That was killing me in my car.
Other than his parents, because those are gonna win.
Look, man.
Look, man. I can do that. I was doing it in my car all day.
I kept saying the squeed.
Well, now, what's the planet called?
Biave.
Yeah.
He knows what it's. We have heard this goddamn planet for him.
If you were to walk the equator.
Look, man, talking about equatorial size. Something important, man. Look,
I have witnessed it in the physical.
Yeah, man. You make fun all you want, you clowns. But, hey, look, man, I'm talking some real shit here.
So we're in agreement as a team here that he should have a show.
Oh, please. I've always thought that.
Yeah, come on, man.
Actually, vastness project with
look, man. Now, while you guys are up to nonsense, you know, there's a whole planet dying. And, you know, you can goof and whatnot. But, man, I'm trying to do something about it, okay? So get out of my way. Look, man, this is serious shit.
Fuck around.
That's good.
Now,
get into the groove.
They'll be played.
I gotta call into his next show, you know.
Oh, God, yeah.
Hey, man, what's happening?
Are you going to call in as him?
Yeah. Look, man, this is some serious stuff, man. You and that clown you work with, you know, they can joke, man, but I'm talking about some serious shit.
Tell that fat motherfucker.
That fat motherfucker. You know.
Tell Robin I love her. But I want my symbols back.
Look, man, you can make fun of my symbols all you want. But look, man, all I'm doing is asking for you to give them back to me, man, so I can help some other people. You know, I can charge money for these symbols. This is your salvation, man, and whatnot.
You didn't pay a cent.
Hey, look, man.
For not one symbol.
Brian.
Yes, Riley.
Hey, how are you?
Just fine. How are you doing?
Great, man.
Great show. Great show.
Thanks.
Hey, I had a couple different questions. How big is their planet, and do they have a trouble with overpopulation? And
we'll listen to this like 100 times. It's just funny every time.
If not, how do they control that?
Well,
he can barely wait to get the answer.
Yeah, jeez.
Look, man, okay.
I want to jump on that one.
Now we're rolling, man. Now you're asking me some serious stuff.
Actually, their planet, if you walked around the equator of Earth and came back here, you'd probably walk about 24,000 miles.
24,000 cubic feet.
If you walked around the equator of BRV, you would probably cover about 20,000 miles.
BRV. I say BRV. Look at here. I say BRV. Oy vey. If you walk around, oy vey.
Consequently, the smallness of it and the two moons makes the gravitational pull less than it is here on Earth.
The dude does some fun for it.
Oh, Oh, I tell you, he's got this down.
Look, 2 moons.
It's funny, I don't even know that much about Earth. You could have told me the Earth has 2 moons, I might have bought it.
And 24,000 miles at the equator? Who knew that shit? I wonder if that's true.
I'd love to know, like, if Riley ever, like, rehearsed these. Like, did he just think of it all off the top of his head, or did he ever have, like, a moment where he's like, I gotta write my bullshit down?
Hey, man. When you're on the road in between couches, you have a lot of time to study, you see, man. Study your own bullshit in between couches. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to Missouri. You see, to sleep on this lady's couch, and I have 12 hours to drive there and make up bullshit and remember.
Between cooking beans,
Yes, exactly. I only drive the equator. Where the earth bulges. I only drive where the earth bulges. Thank you. God love Riley. Everyone's voice gets deeper now after this show, I think. Hey, now.
Look up some of this stuff. He could be bullshitting.
Yeah, boom.
B.R.A. Hey, man, I'm not bullshitting nobody. Look, man, you can talk your shit over there, man, but I'm doing my thing.
B.R.A. Sounds like a skin cream.
Author of The Coming of 10. I don't know why he always has to...
when he does that, hey, man. I can't do it in that right tone that he does it. Man.
I'm telling you, it's Howard's best voice, like that I can think of, other than his parents, of course.
Throw that in.
Hey.
Plug.
Yeah, man, I'm just trying to sell some books.
It's America.
Yeah.
This is Riley Martin.
Maybe TK, because Howard.
Oh yeah,
solid
this TK is good.
The book's got some important shit in it, man.
Author of The Coming of 10.
Look. I've walked around. Man, I've seen it all.
But as Howard said, those two voices, Riley's and TK's, are very actually similar, timbre-wise. They have a different accent, but they're both down here.
That's true.
This is George Takei.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, this is Riley Martin. Mm-hmm. So they're kind of in the same zone, you know what I'm saying?
That is true.
Yeah.
You clowns doing nothing about it.
You have witnessed in the physical. I love that term.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that in my life a little bit.
Witness.
Not going to tell you where, what, but.
Witness in the physical.
Hey, man, you get laid? Mm-hmm. I did witness in the physical, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just see things, you witness in the physical.
Crazy Alice and Riley are becoming the 2 breakout favorites on satellite.
Well, they are. Absolutely.
That's interesting. It's not a call, but it's just a summary. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, that last line there, I think, is super interesting, that the first, year and a half, 2 years of Sirius, that Riley Martin and Crazy Alice were the breakout stars.
That only makes sense.
Because Eric wasn't until later, right? Until 9, 10, 12. Or 9, 10, 11, 12. And,
yeah, that's probably fair.
And even then, he was just such a long game. So people don't think of him in the same way. Man, Bigfoot, every time he opens his mouth, I fucking laugh my ass off. So it's a different game. But people, that is the things tonight. What happened? Oh, here's what happened. Where did Riley's accent come from? Riley be fighting. Overpopulation. 2 moons. Armed with the bullshit. Kingpin in the mental institution. Riley Martin Appreciation Day. Always be canon.
Riley be farting?
Riley be farting. And witness in the physical. Sometimes you just got to say it plainly. Plain speak. Witness in the physical. That's what we call getting laid in 2025.
Riley be farting?
Riley be farting. Our new show with Luigi Greenberg. It just covers this.
So funny.
The show is this. He just listens to Riley Martin shows on Sirius. There's 1,000 of them. And just add farts anytime there's a break.
I can do that.
That's the show.
That's my show.
I know. That's the show. You don't only got to do nothing. Just sit there with a fart machine and let the fair play games begin. Because, oh my God, that is the Supreme Court case, the fart machine versus Riley Martin. Oh, please, God, let that be the case. Anyway, folks, that is what's happening this week on Unboxing Riley Martin. Give it up.
Riley Martin. Riley be farting.
And I think Electro's computer crashed. Oh, he's got a rap song started. So I don't think we're going to get a quiz this week on Riley Martin, but we will do that next week when we have working things. So people, where can you find Luigi? Because Luigi needs to go lay down. He's been podcasting for almost 4.5 hours now. Where
I am. You've heard of punch drunk. I feel podcast drunk. Yes. LuigiGreenberg.com. My YouTube channel is Papa_Electrico. Skeptical Robot tomorrow. And I just did 3 hours on trainables on the Shuli Network. Tomorrow we're going to be talking the third and final chapter of the Frank Dukes saga with special guest Trucker Andy. Please stop by. Please show some love. Check it out. I think you're going to like the show. And we just booked a very special guest who's going to be on soon.
Who's that?
It's going to be a surprise.
You can't do that. You can't tell people and then not give them a hint. What color and what are their genitals like? Thank you.
It's Riley Martin.
Black and enormous is the answer there.
Yes.
All right. And make sure you go to djelectrify.com. She might be panically making a quiz right now. I don't know. She has muted herself and has gone away. So I hope the computer's working. I hope everything's okay. But if not, go to djelectrify.com because she will need support soon. HackRightStudios.com is where you can find everything here. You can find everything from a donation link to our music link to our Patreon to our podcast. Because, yes, people, we're a podcast. That's right. You can get your Unboxing the Whack Pack anywhere you get your podcasts. Unboxing Bigfoot it is, Unboxing Riley Martin, Unboxing Eric the Actor, and pretty soon I'm going to release the Unboxing the Jesus Twins. So we'll have all that going for you. And coming up soon, I've been working on Unboxing George Takei.
What?
Yeah, we're going to get that up and running pretty soon. I figure it's easier to get these things up and running than it is to think about them. So that's all going to be coming up. I saw this on Twitter. And I thought of it was funny for this show. And so it is a picture of Riley's returning family. The Beavians are back, people.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Racist.
Well, I didn't write the white people part. That's just how it comes on Twitter. That's how everything on Twitter is labeled. And so,
it's terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, it is terrible. I feel horrible. Give it up for our wonderful mods who are always...
Yes, thank you to the mods. Mods are always great. We just gotta... Lenny's Dragons. Thank you for the $5.
I love you. I appreciate you. I enjoy you.
Oh,
well, thank you. B.
Hey, did you hear?
Oh, I think that's what he said. All right.
Oh. I hate you.
Yes, please, Lenny. You get it. He has a channel. Harass the shit out of him, but monetarily, you know. All right, go ahead.
Did you hear the story about Bigfoot that Shuli told when I was on Tuesday about calling him? He said, "Oh, you did mention it already. Never mind. Now I think about it. When he says,
this is his punch truck. Yes, I love this.
When he says when Shuli said that he called." I was plugging Bigfoot it is, unboxing Bigfoot it is, and he said, this was a real conversation. Hey, Bigfoot, hello, Heather's dead.
And that's why Shuli that's why, you know, say what you want about Shuli. I like Shuli a lot, but he had one of the most fascinating jobs in the history of all entertainment.
Unquestionably.
Yes. For just that alone, I think he's funny, I think his shows are good, but whether you think that or not, he had access to some of the most entertaining moments of history. And so why wouldn't you fucking appreciate it for that? I don't understand this world. But anyway, I appreciate you, Lenny Dragons. So thank you very much, and that will be a thing now. I like that way more than
I appreciate 75% of you, Lenny's Dragons.
We have a few more things. So tomorrow night, you have nothing, right? You're taking the night off from Skeptical?
No, so what I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to be playing a recorded episode, but I'm going to be hanging out in the chat. I really just do love the chat, but I'm going to be more like hosting the video. I'll be there.
Nice. Pants off YouTube.
Yeah, pretty much, I guess.
I like it. Saturday night, the next time you'll see Electra and myself, we're going to Rec Electra again. That's right, and watch Rec 2 over on Rumble, and then move it to our Patreon. So if you like horror movies, get over there. We're going to watch the sequel to Rec, and it's scary. The first one she really actually liked, but this one gets even a little scarier, I think, than the first one. And so we're going to watch all of them, but not in order, because obviously 4 goes after 2. 3's an anomaly, and so I'm putting 3 at the end. But all you wreckers know that. Thank you. Have you ever seen Wreck, Luigi? Did you watch the first one?
I can't, man. I can't do found footage. It's not my thing.
So we will only be doing found footage movies because we have found this man's kryptonite. Keeps him away. Keeps him away. It's like an onion. He's a vampire. I love it. Perfect. No. All right. I think I had one more. Oh, yes. Howard Stern, thank you so much. We wouldn't be able to do this without you, and we truly appreciate it. And that's all. We'll see you for Unboxing Eric also on Sunday night, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. 10 p.m. Eastern. It's almost like I've been broadcasting for 100 hours. And then catch 22 in the morning, Sunday. No blind mic live, but there will be a blind mic interview with the one and only Patrick Melton from Nobody Loves Onions, so check that out. I was backstage for the interview. It was pretty good. Pretty interesting. Mike did not pull punches, asked every question. That's the thing about Mike. He's not really, chained to the Devilverse in the same way other content creators his size are. And so that allows him to ask questions that might be a little uncomfortable for other people. So that's a little plug to check it out, a little excitement to get behind it. So
you know what I haven't asked you? This is quasi on topic.
Mm-hmm.
How did you evaluate, or what is your opinion of the Tom Myers interview on WATP? Did you see it? Did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
Now, okay, so you're just curious. I mean,
how many words do you want? Give me a really limited number of words.
7.
No less.
I can tell you my opinion. And my opinion
is that why you asked?
No, I'm going to tell you.
Hold on. I'll give you my opinion in 2 words, and
Great.
then you can give me yours. Practiced evasion. That was mine.
That's not your opinion.
My opinion is Tom Myers is very practiced at evasion. And so you can't nail him down with you suck, right? You suck. No, well, people like me. People think I'm like.
Oh, I don't think that's what I meant. I meant were they mean to him? Did you think that it was unfair?
No, you can't be mean to Tom Myers. He's indestructible. Yeah. He's not. He's like Teflon, but the opposite. It still exists all the time, but it's just always it's always bad. It's it's bad Teflon.
Yeah.
He's bad Teflon.
Yeah.
But because also when bigger pods haven't taken him down in his head, who are you guys? And so he lives by these kind of stuttering John type internal codes where, you can say the most logical thing to me that should destroy me. But because, Cumtown shit on me for a year and a half, I'm just going to lean on that. So
yeah.
He's fishy. He's squishy. You can't hold him. He's a different state of the solid, liquid, gas, and Tom Myers. It's a different state of matter. Anyway, you asked.
Yeah,
your
I did.
Thoughts. Your thoughts.
I don't know. I'm not going to give any kind of hot take. I'm right on the fence. I felt like they were aggressive about it, but it doesn't mean that they were wrong. They were very accurate in what they said, but I
think what happens is if that Adam Bush dude has a BPM over 90, people get scared he's gonna die. That he's on crackers because he's so mellow all the time. And I think he got excited in the Tom Myers interview a little bit because it's astonishing that ability Tom Myers has to deflect and be like, "What are you talking about?"
It was weird. I mean, it got awkward.
Yeah.
And I felt like Vinny was kind of
Vinny was doing Carl. Vinny was cosplaying Carl's.
I see. I disagree with that. That's what's funny. I think he was trying to be. I think Vinny was leading the aggression, and again, I'm not faulting him for that. I don't think he was wrong at all. But I felt like he had a personal beef with Tom to some extent.
I think Vinny was representing comedy, like at all.
Okay.
Like so, I think
I can buy that.
Because he works, he pays his goddamn bills because of comedy. This dude recommends books to people to study to get better at comedy. This guy books a comedy club. Comedy, man, lives, eats, and breathes comedy. So I feel like he was just standing up for a lifetime of Tom raping comedy. And so I wouldn't say that he was mean. I would just say like that adversarial sort of questioning was going to happen, and Tom sidestepped it immediately. And so it was almost like two people having a gunfight in different canyons.
You know what? You know what I kind of compare it to, because I think you're absolutely right. It was like when you tell a teenager to be more thoughtful of the consequences of their actions, and they just go yeah, and you know they're not listening.
Right.
And then leads.
I know, Mom. I know what to do.
Right. And
Mom's
then
so stupid.
And then that leads you to get angry at their response, and you become more emotional about it. So it's funny, as I'm talking it out, I'm thinking, yeah, if you're trying to actually give him good advice, he shucked it off, then you feel disrespected, and then you get angry. And that does seem kind of natural, yeah. So maybe they did nothing wrong.
And he's not listening to these guys who are being like, I'm an actor. I book comedy clubs. I'm a pretty successful actor. I book a
Tom
pretty.
didn't know that.
No, I know, but he's like guys. He's like, guys. You know what? I listen to one guy, and he has 2 syllables. His name's Dat Fan. That's who I listen to. Like, just moronic, right? Right, Electra?
You're right, Casey. You're always right.
She's like, who are these people we're talking about? But honestly, I don't care. I've also put the beef between Tom and I behind me because honestly, he doesn't care, and it sort of ran its course on the Blind Mike project.
Sure.
Although he still, I'm still waiting to meet that lady. I ain't gonna hold my breath anymore. You're non-existent agent, Mr. Myers.
Motherfucker, big time to me. Fuck
big time
you,
to
Tom
everyone.
Myers.
But the funniest thing is he big time Joey C. And because I said, Joey's like, how can I help you here? And I'm like, well, Joey, why don't you go reach out to Tom Myers and bring him on the Blind Mike show? You got it. I'm gonna get on Tom Myers. I'm gonna get him.
Is that the guy that looks like a bald carrot?
Like, the guy looks like a penis. I'm like, that's the guy. That's the guy, Joey. Looks like a penis. Good job, Joey. And Joey, like, who's the guy in Godfather that's I bring the day on your daughter's wedding.
Luca Brasi.
Yeah, he's our Luca. He was Blind Mike's Luca Brasi.
Yeah.
But never killed anyone, never did anything bad. But tried to get us Tom Myers and failed because Tom Myers was like, I don't know you, and go meet this lady. She'll get me on the show. And the lady just didn't exist. God damn you, Tom Myers. But you know who does exist? Dat Fan. And that's who you listen to? My God.
Amazing.
But anyway. And also now G.D. Fenderson has made the shit list too, by the way. Do you know about this?
Yeah.
He's a friend of Tom Myers and a friend of Dat Fans, and he's a guy that blind
That's
Mike
enough.
has been, yeah, exactly. And he's a comedian who thinks he's a comedian. But he also
G.D. Fenderson.
Yeah, he kind of looks. He's a black dude with dreads. Looks kind of like a fat predator.
Okay.
And so Blind Mike does a bit where they watch his comedy special, quote unquote comedy specials. They're not comedy specials, but in his comedy specials he writes closed caption tags to the jokes that are terrible. And so you just sit there and break down what does the tag mean. There's some that we've never figured out. There was a Trump joke, and he said, and the tag was 6 feet under. Or something similar to that. And no one ever figured it out, and he won't answer for us. And so it's just like, what are you? Anyway, he's beefing with us now. He's beefing with me. And so, because he says, the producers cut stuff out. We make him look stupid and stuff. I'm like, no, we just play your goddamn thing exactly how it is. But anyway, that's another one to watch. Tom Myers, Dat Fan, and
Luigi Greenberg.
I thing, but it's not working. G.D. Fenderson. Anyway, all right, that's our show tonight, and we will see you later. You guys have anything else to say, Electra? No, she's good. She's all good. Luigi, do you have anything else to say?
Bring back racist Bjork.
What? I don't think we can do that. I think we got a note from YouTube.
Did we?
No, but that's what I'm going to say to keep that. No, because I think we're going to do something similar on a different show. If you get my drift.
Got it.
The old Bjorkster. So we don't want to ruin her too much. You know what I'm saying?
I want to ruin her.
Of course you do. All right, everyone. Hold on. Did she took the outro out before she left? How dare she? So hold on one second, and then I'll put it in. All right, guys. It's not the outro. She took the outro out and put this in.
Not the charmer.
Good night, everybody.
Now that was a freshly brewed fart.
How dare she? How dare you, Electra? If I had the other one ready, that would have been the end. But goddamn, she got me. She got me, folks. All right. Anyway, for Unboxing Riley Martin, I'm Casey Day.
I'm Luigi Greenberg.
And I'm DJ Electra. I guess. And bye.
Bye for now.
Electra, wake up.
Riley stared into the starlit night, wondering if they come back, take him on a flight. The cosmos held secrets unspoken. Lights dance across the midnight sky. He hoped they would show that it's no lie to a world where words are the token. Riley, they're coming from the stars above. Open wide your heart, filled with alien love. When they landed, his heart skipped a beat. Surrounded by wonders strange and sweet, he felt a connection off the charts. Their wisdom, his knowledge entwined, sharing dreams that expanded the mind, fueling hope that our future stars. Riley, they're coming from the stars above. Open wide your heart, filled with alien love. All fears dissolve in cosmic embrace.